Satisfactory. Welcome guys, welcome. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Although for a few of you it could still be Friday, I guess. I managed to do a few things here and there. I didn't even know you were running. I managed to do a few things here and there. Finished a few things off. 8 power plants are now in. That one's switched off. I don't know, and this one is not. But none of them have fuel. So anyway, not sure. Although they were green, so they must have had a tiny bit to start with. Maybe that's what it was. Anyway, yeah. So welcome back. Welcome back. This is the original little fuel depot that we had to power the one originally. We now have 6 making rubber, and our closed circuit system is finite as well. So we have our oil extractors over the back. Make sure to keep power. All these guys are then making plastic and heavy oil residue and water diluted fuel. This one here as well is making plastic. I need 12, so 11 plus 1, and then 8. That's why that one's facing the other way. You're up there, aren't you? You are. And yeah, so then these guys take the plastic and the fuel and make rubber. And I can get out of just that closed circuit system there, I'm getting 480 rubber just from that. Now I need, and from this I'm getting 120. Yes, because each one does 2 or 20, and there's 6. And then of course they're going and making diluted fuel as well. These guys, I believe, should be underclocked. Is that correct? 80%. Yep. So that's 240 fuel going down, which is going to run my 8 fuel generators at 300. How many liters? No, sorry. At 30 litres each, producing 375 watts each, so that's my 3000 megawatts. 375 megawatts each, sorry, not watts. So that's the 3000 megawatts. That's all going to power this. We're going to test this. We're ready to turn it on. The only thing I have now, quality of life decision, I brought my trains, both of them, down here, so I didn't have to keep going back all the time. I haven't changed too much over there yet, as you can see, but I have put another train station in on the roof. Now all my rubber I was going to train, we're going to get a lot of rubber out of here. Basically I need 210 for versatile frames, and we're getting 600. So that's a lot of rubber, and I don't know whether to train it out because of the distance, or whether, well, yeah, I don't know whether I ride multiple trains or end up just, you know, taking the time and effort, materials, and putting in conveyors and having a permanent hookup. I don't want it to backlog, because these can't afford to backlog, and they are all on the one feed. They should always feed first and clear first if there is a backlog. But until I can use and clear all that rubber, we're going to leave this closed circuit part off. Which is why one of these is not going to be hooked up, because I only need 7, not 8 to begin with. Because I only got Mark II minus, so we're only using 105 over there, so that's 30 litres less, hence the one which won't be hooked up. Hence the one that's not hooked up to power. There we go. Alright, so let's test it. Why not? You can now switch on. Come down to my valve, and you can now open. There we go, we're getting flow through that, and all we've got to do is that. This, I think, will be the last one to power up, won't it? At the moment, they should all be getting lots of fuel because I'm producing enough for all 8 at the moment. Here comes the rubber. Excellent, excellent. So everything seems to be working fine. That is absolutely beautiful. You don't have your oil yet. You don't have your oil yet. Are you pumping oil? You don't have power. I appear to have missed one. Plan for it. Just didn't hook it up. Okay. What about you guys? Did I do the same thing over here? What do you know? I did exactly the same thing over here. Okay. We'll let them go. They can fill up, because that's why I'm not getting the fuel. We'll see how it goes. I got that buffer there. I can always empty. Right, power. You've got 2 spare. You've got none spare, and I want to get to you. These guys should really have their own power, should they? Where are you? Above me. Or over here somewhere. There's a few of them still running around under here, so I haven't fully blocked it off yet. What am I doing? Powering these 2. So you there. Somewhere in the middle. Am I going to leave all this concrete here? Probably. Yeah, let's go there. How tall do I want this though? That's the next thing. Where am I going to? I'm pretty sure that's fully maxed on 10. How come I can't see any of my power? Oh, they're too short. I have done it wrong, haven't I? Oh, bugger. They're too short. That's 7, so that can go up 1. But they are too short. What if I went underneath? You kind of can't really go underneath. But you can. Alright. So we'll get rid of that. Yeah, but you can't really, you've got to be... An oversight on my part. I've got to redesign a whole heap of stuff. Let's just get it going. I'll do that at a later date. I thought I'd done this. That's what you get for doing little bits here and little bits there. Yes, hello. You miss bits because you forget. Well, yeah, you know, I'm sure you all know how it goes. Oh, good, they're all powered up. No power issues, so looks like they've caught up just about. Although there's one not running fully. Let's do our little trick here. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. We did run out of fuel. Not to worry. Down you come. There we go. Alright. No, don't flush. I want you open. We'll get it going again in no time at all. For 300 pipe, she's not flying very quick. It's all downhill. Except for out of there, I guess. The rest is all downhill, and I assure you it is all downhill from that valve, that junction right there, all downhill all the way to the very last of the fuel generators. Alright, let's see if we can crank this back up again. Something might not be right actually. Let's turn you back off. Are you making rubber yet? I don't want to go too far. No, you are not. You don't have your fuel. You don't have your oil. Interesting. That's all plumbed in. Alright. We shall return when I unhide my mess. You would have all seen it. Yes, my lovely ugly piping. I don't know why it's not working. Alright, we shall be back. Alright, figured out what it was, and it is a rubber backup. Yeah, our Vestal frames aren't being made, so we will leave it for now. I have double checked everything, and I'm gonna see, these are my AI limiters coming across. I did take stuff that way. And then changed my mind and brought it back this way. Now rubber is going into this train station here. That did help clear it and fixed the issue, or at least for now anyway. But I don't really have a use for the Vestal frames, but oh, this has got to go too. This was one of my original attempts to bring the stators all the way over to here, and then I realised, why am I bringing everything over here when I can just bring the AI limiters back? That seems to be the better option. Transport less. So I did build a lovely train station over here. I'm very proud of it. And a nice little factory. So we take the, please give me power, thank you. AI limiters. You see, I got it doubled up because I was using all this up basically, but that can all go now. We want the main one, don't we? Yes, we do. So you can go. That's the one that we want. And look at that. Factory looks marvellous. There's the output. Don't even notice any of the stuff in underneath. That's the whole point. Alright, so we've got AI limiters now coming across, going under and all the way through. So most of this is going to stay. I like that foundation, the way that worked out. So I'm going to leave that one. And I'm going to leave that one because I has to. Obviously I've got to do something about that because I didn't quite think about that, did I? No, I did not. So this whole circle, and this circle can actually come down another 4 meters, so I'm going to look at that for that one and that one, ready to come in here. Just make it that little bit lower, and obviously it's got to come. Well, if we move it sideways, it's got to come a long way. We could do that. We could push the turn that way more, you know, at the start of it this way more. Push all that out, everything that away, and then it would come in next to this and hook up. Set it on this. Either way, I want this bottom rail to be right next to this rail, and then we can go up. Another small oversight, but very easily fixed. This station will go. Yes, as you can see, I was looking at having a little through station for this stuff, but we don't actually. Well, we don't really need to be honest. The water feeding everything going down. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. I badly want to do some more. Can I delete you yet? No. I want to do some more hard drive searching, basically. I've only got the one. I want some alternate recipes. So I'm going to do that between talking about things, because the next project we're going to do is, because see, I don't want to put that other copper node in. I want to get it all with the pure ingot, if there's such a thing. And then I want to fix all this up too. I don't mind this rail crossing, that's all going to stay, because eventually we will be going that way. But one thing I do want to do is finish this off over here. I wonder if we've got power. I've got some heavy, some fused frames, 25. What are we missing? Casings. Do I have any? I do, but not many. Oh, okay. Oh, you can go in anyway. Maybe I'll put this feed back on. So I want to get the train station in here because, as we know, this is the batteries. Yeah, see, no hard drive. So this is the battery production and the aluminium casing production. And I have a ton of room right there in front of it for whatever we want. And I'm thinking about putting the a little train station in here because I want to get, now we got the electro control rod, so we can do that part of this next milestone. So we've still got the cooling units and the turbo motors, not motors, to go. But I'm also working on the magnetic field generator for the space elevator. And that's what the Vestal frame and these batteries and the electro control rod, so I can actually do that here as well, because I know I've got enough of the electro control rods. Then it's just moving on to the next one, which I think I'm going to... Oh, see, I want to do turbo motors, but I'm pretty sure I need cooling units in order to make those turbo motors and cooling systems. Indeed I do, as well as the radio control units. So turbo motors will be next, and then we can get Mark III mines. But turbo motors will be, yeah, I want to get some other recipes if they're around. I'm going to get a heap of hard drives. I'm going to go for and explore. I want to see what's down here, and I might even go through and just make this little area with the turbo fuel. So we got water, so we make diluted fuel, turbo fuel. I'm going to make compacted coal out of the coal and sulfur, as well as black powder, because I'm pretty sure that's coal and sulfur as well. Then we're going to make smokeless black powder. Now we do make nobelisks or nobelisks elsewhere, where I've been making a compact, but see, that compacted coal elsewhere is not even being used yet, so we do have that up our sleeve as well. So if there's an alternate recipe that uses compacted coal, we might even go that way. Regardless, So yeah, I want to do that up here, and then we can sort of make, I don't think we'll, because we need copper, so unless there's some copper around, we can't make rifle ammo up here. Otherwise that would be nice to make jetpack fuel, rifle ammo, bombs, all in the one little spot here. That would be perfect, but that's what I'm thinking about doing, and then seeing we've got these couple of spots opened, so I know we're not far, so we'll see what's kind of in here as well. And I've only got a radar tower here. I haven't really investigated. We've got water and nitrogen gas. See, more water and gas, more coal, iron, copper and limestone. Oh, the only thing that's missing is the bauxite, let's be honest. So I want to, and there's uranium. So I want to see, of course, this has got everything. It's also telling me it's got 12 hard drives. There you go, 12 hard drives in that circle. Let's just hold radar towers here. There you go, 12 hard drives in this radar towers. Range, you see I've moved it. I put it up, deleted it, put it up again. Oh, it only just overlaps too, doesn't it? That is a slight concern. And it's right in the middle of here. Oh no, it does overlap. Look. Oh, that's why. See, put it up, delete it, move it back a bit, make sure they overlap, put it back up again. So 12 hard drives. I'm going to go see if I can get them at some stage anyway. Right, so that's where we are at. And the best part about the way I have everything configured is I can just put a train station in here and call my trains, and they will come. So in this one, as you remember, we are utilising a whole heap of stuff up here. See, not even all of it. Copper, iron. And I know I've got some of this coal spare, so I could still make steel. Use the material. Copper and deuterium. I mean, the options, that's just why it's just so mind-boggling. There's just so many different things. More criteria we could do at each spot. So I think I want to train. That's my AI limiters in. I got iron ore, so we know that we can just chuck that on a conveyor underneath and bring that down here. And then I want to train everything back to where the truck is and where I am, sort of somewhere in here-ish, between the two. About where that little camp symbol is, I guess. And we're going to put a train station just in here. That'll unload all of this stuff, and then there'll be another train station that the main run, the northeast run, will swing by and pick up and take back to the hub. That is the plan. I do have to go back to the hub and make sure that the electromagnetic control rods will in fact automatically sort and be put away. So we're going to double check on that, and this is one of the reasons we are doing a little trip around, to just see what other little goodies I have left myself. Can I take all? Probably not, no. Is that limestone? Why have I got limestone in here? Alright, what about you? Can I take you? No. So I'm going to make a trip back to the hub. No, there is another storage box. Okay, there we go. But not you. Oh, it's the other one that I've got. Okay, you can stay. I'll take you, because this is where we're going to be working next. So I'm going to leave down here for now. We know everything works. We've got it all set up. Even if this doesn't quite operate as expected right now, it will once we can flush that rubber through. So that's what I'm going to be working on now up here, and we are going to start using our versatile framework and make some magnetic field generators with these batteries. And when we come back, hopefully I'll have some hard drives we can put through this MAM here, which is why this one's going to stay here. You can go. I knew it. I knew it. There's nothing. Oh, yes, there is. I did need that after all. Production, craft bench. I forgot I came across a spider. Oh, sorry, stinger remains. There we go. That I'd previously killed, and I thought I was missing one. Anyway, so we got heaps. I did also notice. I went because I forgot I had motors and all this stuff in here basically. So I went and got some, and I noticed our motors weren't operating at 100%. So I wonder if that's a bug. No, come on, that's what I want. I wonder if that's a bug that every now and then. Let's just bring you. You'll be the easiest. No. Where am I? Sydney. Cool. It seemed that the connections weren't in properly, so we're only making a quarter of the rotors that we actually needed. Hub, dumbass. So we're only making a quarter of the rotors we actually needed, and we still have a whole heap of motors. So that says something. About whether or not I'm just playing too slow. I mean, on my playtime, I do let it run when I have a break. Sometimes my wife comes home and, you know, I go back to this menu here. But it still runs, it still counts. So there's no way I've been sitting at this computer 589 or 590 hours. 400 maybe, not 590. Where's my train? I thought I'd see it. Maybe it's still climbing up. I suppose we are a little bit of a distance away. They do travel quite well up those hills. I don't really think there's an issue with some of them, with the gradients that I've got. Where did it go? Maybe there is an issue. Alright, so we're going to go back to the, or I'm going to go back to the hub. I want to unload a lot of this bollocks that I've got on me. I hate that there are other pioneers in the district. Your contract compels you to harvest. So we just get rid of them. Pick them up. Another blue slug. Notice some of the blue slugs and enemies have been respawning as well, which is handy, I guess. So we, yeah, many things going through my mind. That is the plan. I'm gonna go get this train. Maybe this this incline is too much for it, but it's an incline that is not going to stay. Because we will be using only the train station. I can actually delete the rail out to that power plant because I've got power lines from my hover pack anyway. So yes, I can. One second, Pete. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Oh, that's right, and I was going to modify this, wasn't I? Yes. We can do that. We can do anything. Where's this little train? Yes, it's just stuck at the top of the hill. No, it's stuck at... Why are you stuck at a signal. Interesting. Now watch my train get away from me. Yep. It is a big gradient, but it's it works alright. The train can still get up into itself. Where from? May I ask? Alright, looks like we might have it now. Let me in, let me in! I went in and came back out. Bugger. Alright, we'll catch it at the top of the hill. Come on train, let me in. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we're doing 110 now. But, I know this one's pretty light. It's got the two locos, so... But even the other one doesn't run too bad. I think it'll be alright. I don't really want to convey this far, to be honest, but I don't know how long the loop's going to be. We're using a fair bit of megawatts. And I think the other one does as well. Now, we're going to do that. Right. Forward to these, because we want to go back to the hub first. So I'm going to go and do that. That's better. Turn on hub. Here we go. So I'm going to go back to the hub real quick. There's something else we had to do. I had to do at the hub. I can't remember. Electromagnetic control rods. Make sure they go in. We might even double check. Make sure all the other items are ready to go in as well, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to keep working on making these magnetic field generators, and we'll see why. Oh, I know why you're coming down. This will want to unload, and I don't really want to. Alright guys, so I'll be back when I've gone to the hub and made sure that we can add everything, and then I'm going to set up our magnetic field generator production just up here. Then we'll get the northeast train to come through, pick everything up from this point, and I'll have another train that'll run everything up from the bottom, except I don't know about the rubber because I don't know how quickly we're going to be able to move it. We could do a test on that, I guess. But that is the plan, and I'll be back. Oh, and hard drives. We've got to check the hub for hard drives and go on a hard drive run. Might even go on a hard drive run before, but we'll see how we go. I've done a lot of building lately, and not much running around and exploring, and I must admit I have been thoroughly enjoying it. Cancel docking. Please don't unload. Thought I cancelled. Anyway. Interesting. But yeah, happy. Even redoing the AI limiter factory. I actually rather enjoyed it. And as usual, you do it again, it comes out better. We've got our rubber production done. actually did enjoy that too, even with those animals running around chasing me. Getting everything set up. It was a little frustrating, I must admit, with the train station and everything. All the different levels and the ramping of the trains. I just don't want anything to be too high, so I think it's coming out alright. We should probably do a test run to that station, but we'll do that when because I want to use the versatile frames, I want to use the rubber, and I know that the machines haven't really backed up versatile frames in themselves, so we got a lot of leeway, I guess, that we can produce more rubber, because we've got it in the other railway, other station and storage unit. That's, but once you fill that up, what do you do with that? I want to make sure that we only fill that very, very slowly, so that will be the plan overall. I was going to have it so that some of the overflow rubber went into the first railway station, but I don't think I will, because it's just going to fill it up with rubber. It's either got to clear and be used elsewhere, or we just don't turn the self-contained system on. Turn off. And of course I missed my stop tonight. Well, not so much the stop, but the branch line anyway. So we will be back when we're doing some more interesting stuff, I guess. Which is always difficult for me, because I do enjoy building. I find that interesting, so I don't know whether you guys do or not. Because see, I mean, look, even here we've got stuff to fix up still. Here. Alright, do we have any hard drives? I don't think we do. I probably need to clean up around here as well, really, don't I? You can go in there. That's our Sam. Oh, yes it is. Oh, and our other spare jetpack. Alright, and in here we should be. I didn't bring them with me. Bugger. Are they in this one or the other train? This train unloaded. I was going to put the 400 in electromagnetic controls. This is what happens when you do too many things at once. You don't drive your own train. Don't be too slack. This is what we want to get to next. Now, these cooling systems and radio control units, the motor, see, rubber, right? This is where the rubber's going to end up going to. Not supercomputers. So we got this electro. These electromagnetic control rods. 4.688. I'm only going to have 4 left over, and that will be my my entire supply. So my entire feed to here, and for anything that I'm building, will be 4 minutes. So I don't really want to see 2.813.375. That's nothing. 1.5 motors, 7 motors per minute. So we'll probably make it 8 motors per minute. We could probably do this. Get rid of the cooling system, push the rods in. And then we got rotors. Do we have rotors here? No, so we got hub rubber instead. But the cooling system we need up here for this next milestone. Where is our cooling system? That would be made in a blender, won't it? Because it's going to have gas used as part of its production. Cooling system. More rubber, nitrogen gas. So we're going to do that up here where this gas is. I could take it. That was a conundrum that I was humming and hawing about. I could take it all the way down to where this gas is down here. But then it also needs water. Okay, not really an issue down where we are. Rubber is already there, but then the heat sinks. That's the killer. So we're going to use the other gas. Because at the moment I'm only making heavy fused modular frames and these. And I don't use all the gas. Where are we? Where are we? I'm lost. Here. Yes. This gas. No. This gas. This is the gas. We'll be using this gas. Alright. So now that everyone's sort of caught up on where we are at, we'll make sure that we've got the... Oh yes, I want to go turn the Noblest off. I'm going to go for a little bit of a play and explore. The modular engines we've got heaps of. Even though I'm not really making them. What are you doing? Nothing. So there is an option. I thought we put things in place for these. I was pretty certain that I put things in place for these. Candy canes, what are you? You're the outfeed, you're the infeed. Ah, that's right. Thermal propulsion rockets. So on this side we have homing rifle ammo. Thermal propulsion rockets. Thermal propulsion rockets. Select image. There we go. That's better. And in this first one, we don't have anything. But we do have stuff. So, oh, that's what those are in here. And ooh, see, I just haven't written on them, have I? That's a problem. This is normally my return everything to whence it came, which is fine, that can stay like that. So the assembly director system, which we know we need for the... that's right, I know, because we need the 4. So there's 2, thermal propulsion magnetic field generator, and we are making a magnetic field generator very shortly. So this one needs to be the plasma that we can't get yet because we don't actually have the recipe. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be one of those things, isn't it? Oh, actually, that's what I want to put in. You can go in, and you can go in, and you can go in. 1 casing can go in, 3 plates can go in. Good lord. 1s and 2s of things just are not good. So you're all in there, correct? Correct. Alright, that's right. Back to what we were doing. So you're nothing at all. You're fixed. Maybe I can generate it to the side. No. Hardened tubes aren't bad, but they do sometimes do that too. Organisation. What is it? That one. Autosave. Alright, I'm going to fix this up. I am going to look, see if I can. I was very, unless it was the electromagnetic field generator that I was thinking of, which is not even an option. There is magnetic field generator. That would be why. Get rid of you. Get a layout sensor. Done. Thank you very much. You are nothing, and you were the director. Layout you. Yep. You're the director at the end. Beautiful. Thermal propulsion. Magnetic field generator, thermal propulsion engine. We have, and you will be. Oh, I wonder if I can get you. Ooh. I can, because you're going to be past her. Rifle ammo, I think I have elsewhere, don't I? You're not a truck, that's for sure. You're nothing. Rifle ammo, because I've even got homing rifle ammo. I thought stored somewhere. Alright, we'll look at that, because I know for a fact I have homing rifle ammo somewhere in one of these, along with normal. There's my ammo. That's what I've done, and then that's homing. That's right, I remember now. That can stay there. Unless we want to put it with our novelist, which is really where it should go. Back up here, but this is the various one. I can't even remember where the other one is now. I did have another one for other novelists. Just the play was. Here it is. That's right, my cluster. Yeah, we might even split these up. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Because I can put my homing ammo there, and then the normals, and how many? I mean, there's. Oh, good lord, can't remember how many there are. But we've got this other side, so we could do that. There are masks, we want to keep them. We've got to get the electromagnetic control rods, but then we also need, and these are other things, because the radio control units we use to build stuff, and I'm pretty sure, which are there, don't really use many of them. Certainly have really not used any of these adaptive control units at all. So we could even move these around, but I think we use the cooling systems to build stuff. So that's going to be something what we're going to want fairly close. I'll think about where we should put stuff. I'm sure I had electromagnetic control rods stored in here somewhere. Clearly not. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We will be back when we have some more building done, some hard drives done. Spewing the train got emptied. Yes, we shall be back then. I'm going to go back to where I was, if I can. Thank you. Let's edit this. Don't want to go to you anymore. Save, and off we go. And this is, of course, where we docked and unloaded everything, so everything should be sitting here waiting for us. And then I'll do another trip back to the hub and put the 400 electromagnetic controllers in. And we'll figure out what else it was. Well, basically, I'm just going to start building. I can't remember what I was going to do when I got back there. So I'm going to start building to get these magnetic field generators set up. Then I'll worry about where everything's going to go at the hub, because then that little section will be done. If I get bored, if I get upset, if I get too frustrated again, that we will just go for a run and look for hard drives and go and do the turbo fuel and smokeless powder setup. This is just a beautiful game. I just want to keep playing it. I get a little bit stuck because I don't know which way to go. Alternate recipes, what do you build where? But overall, it's just a beautiful game that it is. Rather enjoyable to play. Rather enjoyable indeed. Alright guys, thanks, and we'll be back very shortly.